world of YouTube, true crime, terrorist and everything else. I goofed on something the other day and I had to delete a video. I hope the 180 subscribers on this were just, yeah, some subscribers. Other than that, I didn't want to put someone in harm's way, as I wasn't thinking until I got a comment on it, and I was like, shoot. Yeah, I kind of goofed because I was, forgot that I didn't do what I needed to do to my screenshot picture. But anyways, I'm gonna try this again. But I'm gonna, of course, say some different things, but because yes, I did talk to the Delphi number, or the Indiana number I got, not Delphi, sorry. Someone said in a comment that, and I don't, that they said, this is from a comment, not me, that the 260 area code here is from Wayne. And I remember looking up something else. Of course, I said it in my other video, but I forgot what town it was. But I do believe they are very close. But that person said that was odd. But like I said in my other video, but I'm going to say it again because I had to delete it, like I said. But yeah, I'm gonna do something with this phone number and not harass the guy who I called and talked to. But yes, I do understand what people are saying. I like to get this out in the open first, because on the last video before I deleted it, there was comments saying I'm trying to tell you this, that people get numbers, they call from the number, and it's a prank, or it's a fake call number or person or whatever, and they're using other people's numbers. I do understand that, but I do rightfully understand that. But what I'm trying to get at is, even though still you don't know a person's number and who else is using it besides robocalls or fake calls and the scammers. Like I said in my other video, that I gotta keep my eye open and peel for this number to see if they call again. Even though I did talk to the person, like I said, and he claims he has a daughter here where I live in Massachusetts. Now, what I said in the other video is that I asked him, just not to be nosy, but I asked him, what's your daughter's area code, so I can get an idea if he's messing up, calling his daughter. He wouldn't give me the area code. He said he has a army buddy that he calls, but he didn't say he was from Massachusetts. And he said he had a son he calls, but he didn't say where he lived either. But he kept saying, I got a daughter in Massachusetts. But the funny thing is, and I forgot to mention this in the other video, and I don't believe I said this to him. But if I did, I don't think I did. Because I didn't mention where I was from. I just asked him the simple question. And right there, now that I think of it, I don't believe I told him I was from Massachusetts. Up until the point until he says he had a daughter from Massachusetts. I'm like, I forgot to say that. And now that it's coming back to me, I was like, ooh, oh, daughter from Massachusetts. Because I kept saying to him, maybe you got someone that has like a number of mine, but one number off and you're dialing it wrong, maybe. But he wouldn't, I don't know. And it was just a weird conversation. And like I said, I wasn't trying to be too nosy. And things came out of him. Like I said, he said he got his daughter from Massachusetts. He calls her here. And I didn't say I was from Massachusetts. Now that I'm glad I did this video, because I never said I was from Massachusetts. I forgot to say that. And because when I heard that come out of his mouth, my brain immediately went numb and like, whoa. So I get it. This person, right, I get it. I don't need to be explained. He could have had his number, taken from a scammer. But, in my precautions and in my safety, I will be calling the Indiana, Delphi, wherever the number I can get to call on that case. I will be informing them of this. Not just for my safety, but for this guy's safety too. Just in case, if he is being scammed, which there's a few people that say he is, and that I need to, listen to what they're saying. But I'm gonna help him protect his safety too, if he's being scammed and someone's using his number. But it just seems funny. It just seems funny that I start my investigation on this case, and this is the second time that I have gotten, some strange call. Second time, because the first time was from the Maura Murray case. The person that I cannot tell of, cannot say nothing about yet. And I will be contacting that person back sometime soon too, because I would like to know what had happened. Because this person said they were going to do something, but never contacted me back to see if they did it. So I'm most definitely going to be looking into that to see what has come out of it. But just like this one, and like I say, in that one, this person claims that I have came up with something that was held by the police, law enforcement. But I said it in one of my videos. And like I say, I got so many videos on that case, because that one, too, is just a twist and turn into a maze of madness. Just like this case is turning out to be madness. So with that being said, I get it. I'll say it again. I get it. He could have had his, number screwed with. But safety first. Everybody's got to take precaution in life. And I'm not going to let my guard down just because scammers are stealing people's numbers and using them. Oh, and that's one thing I want to mention too. Now, I know all about scammers' numbers. Don't get me wrong. And every time I do get a number from my town with a 978 area code, sometimes I call them numbers back. Because, I don't know if maybe it's a teacher of my son's, or maybe it's a different number an office uses that I go through, for therapy or something. And I do call them back, and believe me, I don't get a live person on the phone. Sometimes I will get back, oh, you're next in line. Please hold and we'll get an agent to you as soon as possible. But all the rest of the numbers that I do call back say this number is unavailable right now. Or this number don't exist. It's not a working number. It's something you can't call back. So that being said, and I call this number, and literally there's a man answering the phone. We have a name here, people. And I will only give his first name. He says his name is George. Now, if that's true, or is he making up the name? It's all in the works. Like I say, I'm not letting my guard down. I'm sorry. Yeah, I understand. Once again, you can say it a million times. Them are stolen phone numbers from scammers, but I can't let my guard down. I think I'm too far in this case. And if I do and say something like I said in the Maura Murray case, and I literally sat on the phone with that person for an hour talking about stuff that I can't speak of. But if something does happen to me, you'll know why. And I do have that sent to somebody for my safety, just in case something does happen to me. That's right. It will be known. And mind you, that was sent to a very important person. Just to be safe. You never know. And like I say, on the case of I wasn't even, trying to solve a case. This case was about a murderer. And I was exposing this murderer to show people where he lived, how close he was in town to other people that he killed, and how close that he lived near another murder that happened back in 1973. And then the murder that I was covering happened back in 1987. And this piece of crap. And then I get someone telling me to stop doing this stuff. You better stop doing this. Why? Just because I'm bringing you to the places? I found out there's an app from someone I can't talk about either. I'm starting to get a little into stuff is right. That if something happens to me, there's going to be a lot of leads to something. A lot of leads to somewhere. And I stumbled upon somebody, and they were talking about how I went about this case. And I was showing the dwelling of a killer. And, I have no shame of bringing forth someone's... But there's an app. There's an app out there, before I get off track, that brings you to crime scenes. Literally. I never knew this until I met somebody. And a lot of can happen in that conversation that, right? Hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. Sometimes there's things you just can't talk about, but people tell you some things. That's right, and that's where this stuff is leading me. Because you know what? I get into the real nitty-gritty. I don't just cover coat stuff. And if I'm bringing out people, just like out in Indiana, if it is true, if I'm bringing out these people because of things I'm saying, so be it. Because I don't cover coat stuff like this case is being cover coded is right. I don't like that. That's sick. But to be, and because I've come in contact with stuff like this on other cases, I can't let my guard down. So with that being said, say what you will about this. All I know is that I sparked something here, and I don't care what anybody says. Even this name I can't even find. This Nevin Kendall. I still haven't looked up these names yet to see. I think I did one. Stephen Kendall. Nothing. Trying out these names. I haven't done the rest of them because I had to do some stuff. I'm back onto my Escape the Madman. And mind you, I finished a masterpiece work of art that is going to be put into my Escape the Madman short film. It's finished, it's complete. And, but I still gotta go through this stuff. And that's what I've been doing the past couple days, fixing and working on my movie set props. But, like I say, I needed to do this video over. Bluffton. That's another number up there. I don't know whose number that is. But as you can see, it's in Bluffton, Indiana. I don't know whose number that is. But like I said, I had to do this all over again to save this number and see what I get out of this. Other than that, folks, until our next video, be safe, take care, always beware. You don't know what your next phone call is going to bring. I don't know what Bluffton, Indiana is. I just noticed that number up top. But, yep. I'm just keeping my guard up, folks. And like I said, what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to be, just contacting law enforcement out that way. Letting them know what I've been doing, what has been happening, and see if we can protect this gentleman that's number that could be right, being scammed and used. But, like I say, I'm going to wait for that next call to see if he calls me and not a scammer. I mean, he could have most rightfully had my number. I don't know if it's a cell phone or a landline, but maybe he could have hit redial or something, but I don't know. All I know is that number came up again. I'm looking into this for my safety and for this gentleman's safety, and hopefully something comes out of this. So, with that being said, be safe, take care, like I just said. Always beware, and hopefully I get this mystery solved. Yeah, that's right. 'Cause I don't think no one should be harassed, especially me. I ain't doing nothing different than anybody else out there. So why are they bugging me? Little old me. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Take care, people. Out.